What is up YouTube, and welcome back to the channel of Absolute Rebuilds. As you can see, it's getting colder and colder, so it's time to winterize our boat. So let's get our boat to the garage and get that baby winterized. So we got the boat tilted backwards because we're going to remove all the plugs of the motor so all the water can go out so it cannot freeze. Then we will put in back all the plugs, fill the engine up with coolant so it doesn't freeze. You need to do this so that all the water from the engine can get drained so the block won't freeze up. We need to do the same thing for the exhaust so the exhaust don't freeze as well. So after removing all the water from the exhaust, you also want to remove the incoming line and blow some compressed air through it, because this is going into the oil cooler. This is the incoming water which is coming from your stern drive. And you don't want any water there because it can damage the oil cooler and also the stern drive, which can be very expensive. We bought some coolant from our local auto parts store. It's until minus 38 Celsius, so this should be good enough for the winters here. Make sure that you get some environmental friendly coolant, because some of it will go out on the street, or if you're in the harbor you want to protect the environment as well. We will transfer this into a small container so it's easily to move inside the boat. We will first throw a little bit of coolant inside the engine block with the plugs out, so we are 100% sure that all the water inside the block is gone and can't freeze. So now we know for 100% sure that all the water is out. I reinstalled the plugs. What we're going to do now is fill up the oil cooler line back to the stern drive, because after we fill the engine block, water of the coolant will come out here. So we need to quickly put the hose back, and then we already fill the oil cooler line and the stern drive. So now we made sure that the stern drive and the oil coolers are all full with fluid of coolant. Now we're going to fill up the engine block again, top it off, and then don't forget your exhaust as well, and then should be good to go. Since it's a closed system, coolant is already coming out of the water lines of the exhaust. So now we can reinstall the hoses from the exhaust again and then top her off, and she will be good to go to bed. Okay guys, so the most important thing of winterization is done. Nothing can freeze inside the engine or the stern drive, so this will save you a couple of $1,000. The next thing is optional. What I always like to do is remove all the spark plugs. Just throw in some WD-40 so you know that there's no rust going inside the valves or inside the cylinder walls. This always gives me a comfortable feeling. So that's what we're going to do next. And then of course remove the batteries, put them on the charger and cover up the boat, and then get her into hibernation mode. So the engine part is completely finished here. We did the coolant, we oiled up the cylinder holes as well. What you also want to do is get some fuel stabilizer and throw it in the tank. What we always do is just drive the tank empty, let's say, so you don't have to use a lot of fuel stabilizer, because next season you will pump some new fresh gas in her. So everything is done. Only thing to do is remove the batteries and throw them on the charger, tarp her up and get her back into hibernation mode. Okay guys, so that's in short how to winterize your boat. Make sure to like, subscribe and comment down below, and also make sure your post notifications are on as well. We're on to some great things for the channel to help other people, so definitely stay tuned. As always, thanks for watching and see you guys in the next video.
Try to catch me howling at the moon.